So it's Lieutenant Wilkie, and I'm here with one of my favorite authors, Jay Boyce. And since we're here at Lit RPG Con, I wanted to have a chance to sit down and chat with her. So let me do a quick share. I apologize, guys. Okay. So Jay Boyce has written the Teacher Power series, which is absolutely incredible. And she's had the last year or so that we had to make a few changes, but that's okay.
Life happens.
Yes. So, what has it been like for you writing in the Touch of Power series?
That's a loaded question.
I know. I'm sorry.
So a Touch of Power series started as a dream. I had a dream about this idea of, it was actually about the ability, and I had a dream she was like walking through a crowd trying to touch people.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that's kind of fun. And how would that start? And to be fair, I had a conversation with my roommate the day before of, I lucid dream every night. And she's like, well, you should write a book about it. And I was like, that would feel like it would be so many books. And then I had that dream that night. Mm-hmm. And I was like, well, let's try. So I just want to get this out of my head, and I started writing it. I had Siphon written in 3 weeks, I think. It went very fast, and then Dakota had contacted me even before I finished to be like, hey, I'd like to publish this book on Amazon. And I was like, oh. And so it's always something very dear to my heart. It kind of took me by surprise because I was an editor. I wasn't expecting to be a full-on writer.
Yeah.
So I was like, it came out of the blue, and it's always been close to my heart. And I don't know if there's a better or a different answer you were looking for that.
No, you are absolutely fine. So with Jade, is she loosely based on yourself?
Yes. So I was joking that part of the reason why I had that conversation with my roommate was because I had just been diagnosed with my autoimmune disease.
Yeah.
And I was making so many changes in my life with all my health and stuff. And I was like, why am I not doing what I want to do? And I was actually considering applying to be an editor at some of the big publishing houses in New York. And so that's what I was considering. And then this all happened.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's amazing. And I love the idea of how you did it. Like, there's very few lit RPG where a character touches a person and can start to gain in their abilities.
Yeah.
It's a very unique perspective, and it's beautiful. Now, I have to ask this because no matter what, people want to know.
No worries.
So, the dragons.
Mm-hmm.
Was that something that just came into mind, or was that something you've always wanted to bring into the story?
I love dragons. So both of my series have dragons in them because I have always been obsessed with dragons. So when I was writing book 4, I just kind of was like, I've always wanted to put this in. I hadn't really had a good part of it. I did allude to them in book 3.
Yeah.
Because they were off in the distance.
Yeah, and it was beautiful.
So I've always wanted to bring them in. That was just the portal in the forest was a good way to do that. And I was like, who doesn't love a baby dragon?
Oh, absolutely. Oh my gosh.
Who doesn't love a baby dragon?
Yeah. I have to say, I know that they're not your main enemy, but I do love your enemy is a former ally. Like, that's such a unique perspective, and to be able to help overcome that. I mean, she hasn't figured it out fully yet, but she's getting there, so I'm sure that it will take time.
Well, and that was actually came sort of out of a fan interaction. They were the ones, So when I was writing, I didn't have a full perspective on what the Mesmer were necessarily. And somebody was like, well, it's a virus, they're zombies. And I was like, I kind of like that percolated, and I went running with it, and I was like, well, okay, so I didn't completely do it, but I do look at all of the comments and like use ideas that I like as in my own ways, I guess. But so that was actually something that they were like, oh no, this is a zombie virus, and I was like, oh, it is a zombie virus, because originally I didn't realize I didn't have them as being the former allies, and then it was like, oh no, that's actually perfect. So it was a serendipitous coincidence.
That's wonderful. Okay, so I already love A Touch of Power, and will always love it. It's my jam. So let's move on to Mystic Mage. So where did the inspiration come from for that?
So that was also a dream.
Okay.
Everything starts with a dream for me.
Okay.
All of my story ideas come from my lucid dreaming, and I'm like, oh, I want to do that story, because every day I wake up, I'm like, I want to continue my dream, and so some of them just stick as story points for me. That one was actually Benji's ring was the main driving point for the series. I was like, it was the ring that can eat other things, and then I had the mystic missile. Like I just wanted like 1,000 mystic missiles.
Yeah.
That were like the basic, but because they had stacked flat damage, that it became like this crazy thing. And so I've always loved VR MMOs. I was told not to write one.
Really?
I was told they were out of vogue, and so, but I'm like, I don't really care. I'm going to write what I love.
Good. I'm glad.
So that's where that came from. And then bunnycorns were, and of course, an homage to all of the bunnycorns that are in the series, and they kind of took over the book.
Yes, absolutely.
But yeah.
So I do love, now correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm fairly certain that the Mystic Mage is a bunnycorn.
It is.
Okay.
What? Wait. Well, no, Jade is technically no. Ash.
Yes.
Ash is technically the Mystic Mage.
Yes.
So,
but his mentor was the bunnycorn, right?
I'm confused. No, the bunnycorn is her companion.
Okay. Yes. Sorry, I'm thinking another series. I'm so sorry. So suddenly my brain is going.
No,
limp.
you're
That's
good.
my own fault.
You're good.
So I just wanted to say thank you for what you've written. Like, you don't know how much A Touch of Power has influenced my life. It's one of those series that it's a comfort series. Like, I go through these other lit RPGs that I want to read and I want to enjoy, but then I get overwhelmed. And one of the books that I want to go back to is A Touch of Power, because it's such. I know it's action and it's packed and all this, but it's also that feeling of cozy, that it's very relaxed, very calming, and it just helps me recenter. So I wanted to say I appreciate what you did.
That was one of my goals, is put more happiness and joy into the world. That was one of my goals, is, I joke that Siphon is me working through all my health issues.
Yeah.
And that Mystic Mage is me working through my mental issues. It's not completely a joke.
Yeah.
But one of my goals was, I'm not writing the great, whatever, the highbrow literature.
Yeah.
I'm writing something that brings people joy.
Yes, and you'd be surprised at how many people it brings to the table. Like, this is one of those books that I recommend as often as I possibly can, because I know people are going to love it. I know they're going to really enjoy it. So, otherwise, that's our life. I just wanted to say thank you so much. I've wanted to meet you in person for forever. Like, I've seen you go to Dragon Con, I've seen you go to Jordan Con, and each time I've not been able to attend.
Well, I've never been to Jordan Con. I've been to Emerald City, Rose City, FanX, Dragon Steel, Dragon Con. This is my first year at this.
We hope you'll be here for more.
Yes. LTV, Writers Cantina. I've been to a lot of different cons.
Yeah.
But Jordan Con's been one on my list that I haven't quite made it to yet.
Which is understandable. And I think we're probably going to see a bit more of the Lit RPG track at Jordan Con, Louisville Dragon Con. Not that we don't love Dragon Con.
I love Dragon Con.
But there's very much been this sense of they've kind of been pushing Live RPG out.
I wouldn't. I'd say that RPG is pushing themselves out.
Yes, I would.
So they've decided to focus more on this.
Yes, which is understandable.
So I will still forever be at Dragon Con.
Yes.
It's one of my favorites.
Which we love. So otherwise, guys, thanks for joining us. Thank you for sitting down with me.
Always.
This is Wilkie's World Wanderings. We're signing off. Have a good night.
Bye.
You like me today? No, I know I'm terrible at this. There it is. Only that would be.